Hello, I am Pranav. In this video, I'll be talking about how to find a house or apartment on rent in Brisbane. Apart from the process to be followed and documents required, I'll be showing how to use the online platforms to book an inspection and apply online. Later, I'll be showing few of the places that we visited along with their rents and other amenities. And lastly, I'll be sharing few tips which will help you to find a place quicker. First of all, we need to decide in which suburb we'll be living in, whether we are looking for a house or apartment, the number of rooms, the number of bathrooms, whether it's a furnished apartment or unfurnished one. Once we have decided those things, we'll need to look on the online platforms. There are multiple online platforms, but the commonly one used are realestate.com.au, homely.com.au, rent.com.au, property.com.au, domain.com.au, tenantapp.com.au. I'll drop them in the description as well. Once we have finalized a place on these online platforms, we need to book an inspection, visit the place and meet the agent. Then we need to apply online. For applying online, the documents that we need are rental history or previous living arrangement. Your rental history could be your previous rent receipts. If you have moved to Brisbane recently, then if you are living in hotel, in that case you can mention the same. Then we need to give the rental references. It could be your previous landlord, and in case if you are living in a hotel, it would be your receptionist. Then you need to provide personal references. It could be your colleagues from your workplace. You need to provide evidence of income. This could be your payment slips, your bank statement, and lastly you need to provide the identification proof. Our passport is accepted as a identification document. Then we need to wait for the outcome and provide any additional documents if requested. And lastly, once we are shortlisted, we'll need to pay the bond. Usually the bond is 4 weeks of rent, and also we need to pay 2 weeks of rent in advance. We'll open our browser and go to the online platform. Firstly, we'll be covering realestate.com.au. Here we'll be clicking on rent. Below you will be able to see the recent searches if you have already used it. If not, we can always click on the search suburb or postcode area and select the suburbs in which we are planning to live in. In my case, as my office is in Fortitude Valley, I'll be looking for the suburb Fortitude Valley and the nearby suburbs. Here you can enter as many suburbs as you want. In my case, I have gone with 4 suburbs. And Spring Hill. Here we also have an option of including surrounding areas. If you are flexible with the location, we can always go with this option. If not, we can leave it unchecked and hit the search option. Before showing us the list, it will ask us few filters that could be applied. Here we can select the property type as required. We can select the price range, minimum, maximum. So let's say we are looking for a place which we are planning to share it with someone, and our budget could go up to 700 Australian dollars per week. Here whichever rent we'll see will be per week instead of per month. We can select the number of bedrooms, minimum to maximum could be any, the number of bathrooms, let's say 2+ bathrooms. In case if we have a car, we can select the car spaces required depending on the requirement and the availability date. We can select the apartment type, whether it's a furnished or unfurnished apartment. We can select the outdoor features if we have any specific requirements, for example swimming pool, balcony. Then we can select the indoor features like gym. Then we can also select climate control features like air conditioning, heater. However, if we apply more filters, we'll be having less options to choose from, so it's better to go with all selected. And finally, in case if we don't see any filters here, we can type in the keywords. So let's say aircon, and lastly we'll be clicking on the search option. Here, before going through the lists, we also have the feature of seeing these locations on map, which is situated on the top right of our screen. Here we'll be able to see based on the location in detail, and we can click on any of the marker to see all the listings in that particular region. We can go back to the lists to browse through the photos. Here we'll be able to see the weekly rent, the photos of each property, the number of bedrooms, car parks, and number of bathrooms. If we click on the right arrow on each image, we'll be able to browse through the photos. And in case if we like any of the properties, we can click on the property for more details and also to book an inspection. Once we click on that particular listing, here we can see the images as well. And once we are happy with the photos, we can browse through for more details. So here the rent is 700 per week, which is in our budget. It will show us the location in the map, its exact location, and here it will tell us more details like on which floor it is. This is on 10th floor. Then the property, what all features are included in the property. Here the highlighting ones are gym, swimming pool, BBQ, etc. And also here we'll be able to see the email ID of the agent who has listed it, to whom we can directly contact. We also have the floor plans available, which will show us the location of the rooms, balcony, etc. Most of the listings will have the floor plan. And here in the inspection sections, we can directly book the inspections if there are any available. If not, we can always initiate an inquiry using this feature. Here we'll just type in a message requesting the inspection timing, and this message goes to the agent who will arrange an inspection for us later. We just need to input our name, email address and phone number on which we are looking forward to be contacted, and hit on submit inquiry. Similarly, we have homely.com.au as well. Even here we'll click on the rent option. In the search bar, we'll select all the suburbs in which we are planning to live in. And hit on search option. We can click on the filters to select all the criterias that we want, including the maximum rent, then number of bedrooms, property type if required, number of bathrooms, number of car spaces, and inspection date depending on our availability, and then hit on search option. Here as well we can browse the images and decide which property fits our expectations. And once happy with the property, we'll click on the listing to explore more details about it and also to book an inspection. Once clicking on the property, even here we have all the photos, floor plan, all the features available, since when it will be available from the rental bond, etc. Once clicking on the book inspection option, it will take us to choose the date and time. It will ask us our information including our name, the contact details, and after clicking on confirm button, we'll get an email with the inspection pass, after which we can visit the place and inspect it. This place was in New Farm. It was a house and the available unit was on the first floor. It had 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. It didn't have any car park. It didn't have any pool or gym either. It was a bit of a old construction with wooden flooring and had wardrobes available. Apart from that, it also had all the kitchen, most of the kitchen amenities including fridge, microwave, dishwasher, etc. The second place was in Spring Hill. Its rent was 600 per week. It had 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car park. It didn't have any pool or gym. Whenever we go to inspection, make sure we check most of the commonly used things there to make sure that it's working. We liked the view of this place. It was the Brisbane city view. Here, even though we had only 1 bathroom, but the advantage was it was split one. This was the first bedroom with again the awesome view. This was the bath area. And this was the master bedroom. It also had inbuilt wardrobes here. With enough space to store most of our stuff. This place had a rent of $650 per week. It had 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It did not have any car park. However, it did have a pool and gym. The interior was pretty good here. However, the only drawback was it was on the ground floor and had a swimming pool exactly opposite to the room. Hence, we didn't apply for this one. But this was pretty close to my office. It's in Fortitude Valley itself. And the other bedroom did not have any window. However, it did have air conditioning. This place was in Fortitude Valley. It had a rent of 680 Australian dollars per week. It had 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1 car park, a pool and a gym. And also included most of the amenities which are required. It was semi-furnished, had all the wardrobes and kitchen unit, but did not have any beds or sofas. This unit was on the 15th floor and had a pretty nice view. And also was pretty spacious with a lot of storage space. We did apply for this one, but we were unfortunately not finalized for it. For each unit, multiple people will apply, and out of those, only few will get shortlisted and only one person will be finalized depending on their rental history and their income proofs and also reference checkouts. Lastly, I would like to share a few tips which will help you in finding the place quicker. Whenever we are asked for any proof, let's say income proof, so give always more than what we are asked for or what's the minimum criteria is. So let's say in case if we are asked only for the pay slips, it's always the good idea to give the pay slips and also the bank statement. It's also a good idea to let your references know that they'll be contacted so that the process becomes quicker when there's a reference check from the agent side. In the worst case scenario, in case if you're not finding a place at all, one of the option would be paying the rent in advance for 3 months or 6 months. That gives an assurance to the agent. It will help the agent to trust in our application more. Thank you. In case if you have liked this video and if it has helped you in any way, please make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.